Man, oh my God. This is a story of wow, and another motherfucking wow. You got to be saying, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? Check this out. So this story is called Cop Pulls Over School Bus for Wearing Mask. Cop pulls over a school bus for wearing masks. You gotta be kidding me. These kids are wearing masks on a school bus and the cop pulls them over? Let's get to it.
Cop outside of his jurisdiction pulls over a bus driver and then basically threatens the bus driver because the bus driver has the audacity to have on a mask. He says it's illegal. Let's go to the video.
What? Wow.
Okay, first he said there's an executive order saying do not wear masks in the state of
Missouri. You want to wear a mask. It's optional. You kidding me?
Trying to fix it on the other side. Let me give you some background to this. It's a hell of a story. Okay? Let's put up the graphic that shows the cop standing by the door. Let's put it up.
Check this out.
Okay.
Right there.
Hard to make out, but you can.
Right there.
Close enough. This officer is actually outside of his jurisdiction. The confrontation happened last Friday. Earlier that week, Missouri Attorney General Eric Schmidt put out a call for parents to report school districts still require masks after a Cole County court invalidated mask mandates by state and local health departments. Schmidt even called for parents to take photos and videos of any violation. But Missouri's Attorney General does not have the authority to issue executive orders. And school boards across the St. Louis region say they have the authority to issue their own mandates separate from the health departments, which is correct. Rockwood requires masks on the bus to comply with federal regulations regarding public transportation during COVID. See how that works? Federal law does trump state law. State law only lives when the federal law is silent, okay? 5 on your side has confirmed with the Arnold, Missouri Police Department police chief. The other officer in the confrontation is with his department, which does not patrol any part of the Rockwood district. So let me get this right. He's wrong on the law, he's wrong on the executive order, and he's not even inside of his jurisdiction. Arnold Police Chief Bob Shockey said the officer has children in the Rockwood School District. There it is.
Yep, there you go.
There it is.
There you have it.
There it is. He's big man on the bus because his child is in the school district. The Rockwood School District confirmed to 5 on your side. Both the Eureka and Arnold Police Departments requested copies of the bus video and are said to be investigated. Now, let me correct that. Arnold Police Chief Bob Shockey, all right? Okay, so, wrong. Still no penalty for the cop yet. We'll see what happens. Mr. Malone, thoughts here?
You're going to get tired of me saying this, but I'm just ridiculous of the privilege that people are able to produce. But I think one thing for sure is the truth is a disinfectant. And I think shows like this, we got to keep exposing what the truth is, right? Because we pointed out he wasn't even in his right jurisdiction. We know that masks protect our young people. It's all lies, right? And so we got to just keep exposing it because it will, the public needs to know, but at this point, it's almost like hands off. They're lies, right? I mean, what else can we say? Ridiculous.
Yeah, and it's amazing to me how the narrative of masks all of a sudden becomes political when the science has always been solid. Nobody complained about the medical professional having a mask. Nobody complained about them wearing a mask when they are around a family member with a compromised immune system. All of this made sense. And then all of a sudden, it doesn't make sense anymore. Masks don't make sense now.
That'd be like somebody making a myth and talking about, oh, yeah, the vaccines don't work. Oh, it's a myth. Or like, people talk about a mythos like, yeah, like, oh, the vaccine's going to have the side effect, or it's not going to work on children like that. Or people talking about, oh yeah, you shouldn't get the booster shot because it's not going to be effective like that. It's crazy. Talking about like masks don't work. Let's think about this for a second, ladies and gentlemen. People say no, masks don't work, the vaccines don't work. Then how come you go every day, you go to a place, it tells you masks required. You go to some buildings like a restaurant or like a theater or like sporting events or like a concert. They tell you have to show proof of vaccination, or a lot of times they'll scan you, make sure you have a negative test of COVID. Otherwise, you don't get into the facility. It doesn't matter if you have a mask on. There are sporting events getting postponed and canceled. You got NCAA had to cancel. Football is getting postponed. Basketball has postponed some games. Even hockey has postponed. Now there's a restriction on travel to the border like that. There are teams, like we're supposed to play. The Kraken was supposed to play the Maple Leafs earlier tonight. Well, the Maple Leafs can't even come over to the States, and we can't even go to Canada because this COVID, this Omicron variation is gripping like crazy. I mean, people coming down like crazy. I mean, people are dropping like flies with positive COVID tests. People had to be quarantined, spend time alone. And now they're talking about possibly not sending, the Olympics, like for professional players like NHL. Because they're talking about if you go to overseas like China or Japan like that, if you test positive, you have to quarantine for a month. A month, ladies and gentlemen. And this stupid cop's like, oh, it's against the law to wear a mask. Who the fuck is he? First of all, he's out of jurisdiction. Second of all, he's probably one of those bootleggers. He's probably a Trump supporter saying like, oh, it's against the law to wear a mask. What's next? He can tell you it's against the law to get the vaccine? He needs to shut the fuck up and go mind his own business. Motherfucker needs to go do some real police work. Catch a fucking burglar or catch a DUI instead of worry about a bus driver wearing a mask. With that said, I'm out here, my job. Peace out.